Geese. How you doing? This is your boy. 8-inch Vince here. Man, I gotta quit doing that. It fucking hurts. But for me, it's hanging pretty good. Hope it's hanging well for you. 8-inch Vince here. Just coming at you with another video. Figured we'd shoot the shit with you for a minute. Smoke us a fatty. CBD fatty, of course, right? We never would smoke marijuana. We would never engage in such, clearly degenerate activities, right? There's nothing more degenerate than partaking in the devil's lettuce, right? The devil's lettuce, right? Sprinkle that shit on everything, right? Lettuce, baby. But we do like and support CBD usage. But yeah, just lifting my balls away a little bit here. Lifting my balls away and just hanging out with my wang out over here in Wayne, Michigan. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not. That's a joke. It's a figure of speech. Don't come looking for me. We had 9 new motions filed, submitted to the district court, U.S. district, or I'm sorry, the 35th district court, rather. And then, of course, we have about 3 or 4 more we're going to file tomorrow with the circuit court. Okay. And then, yeah. Keep it going. So, now we'll see. We'll see what happens, It's hard to say. I got receipts, though. So that's, I do have receipts, so we shall see. But this is After Hours Smoke Sesh. You're here with Mayor Vince, aka the Seath Lord, aka 8-inch Vince. How's it going? How you doing? Nice to meet you. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for checking in with us. And again, we do it for you. We do it for the bums. We do it for all of you. Whether you're a bum, whether you're pond scum, or whether you're my biggest fan, we do it for you. Because who else would we do it for? And why else would we do it? We're just truth seekers, right? We're just truth seekers, and we want what's best for our country, just like any good American would. But we gotta call a spade a spade. We gotta put our foot down, be willing to, right? We gotta curb stomp our way out of this mess, one tyrant at a time. Curb stomp in the courtroom, of course, just so we're clear. We received a notice from a dear person that we're doing is working. It's effective. We've gotten notice from several different walks of life, individuals throughout the city of Wayne, and definitely some noise being made, right? What's happening in hello, Joe W1867. What up, Joe Blow? Joe Blow 1867 from the great state of Tennessee, isn't it? I forget. There's so many of you fine people on both sides. I just can't keep track of all of you sexy motherfuckers. Shout out to the Linwood Mafia in Detroit. The Linwood Mafia. Shout out to the Linwood Mafia. Tennessee, you got a great memory. Yeah, see, I knew it. I thought it was. Yeah, sometimes, like I said, I've had a couple TBIs, traumatic brain injuries, and I've smoked a lot of CBD in my life, a lot of dope, right? So, yeah, sometimes I remember. But yeah, Tennessee, Joe Blow. Tennessee. It's probably nice down there right now. Probably nice. Tennessee, got some tig old biddies down in Tennessee. Tig old biddies. Southern tig old biddies, right? Of course. Cold right now, he says. Yeah, but those tig old biddies sure keep you warm. Right? And them southern girls, they got them tig old biddies. Tig old biddies, baby. It's the name of the game. Tig old biddies. But, we're doing what we can. Which I know ain't much, but it's honest, though. Honest work. Oh yeah, he says. Oh yeah, to the tig old biddies. We love our tig old bidded friends very much. We certainly do. 1 second, everybody. 1 second here. But yeah, anyways, we are back. Back like we never left, because we really didn't. We just had to switch over something. Sold some javelin throwing cleats to somebody in Australia. So we have to find that merchandise and ship it to our good friend over in Australia. Right? He needs it to compete, right? So got a little bit of hiccup action going on. I do apologize for that. We're gonna smoke this CBD and continue to shoot the shit with all of you very fine people on both sides. Yes, you heard that right. Very fine people on both sides. Shout out to the Hildebeest, Hillary Clinton, right? That's who we draw our inspiration from on this channel. I am, of course, joking, but she did give us several memes, and one of those was very fine people on both sides. Now that was Trump, right? That was actually Trump. I do apologize. That was indeed Trump. But the basket of deplorables, that's what you guys are, obviously, and thank you, my deplorables. Thank you for continually supporting the show and for supporting the cause, right? And of course the store, Disabled Vet Source on eBay, where we sell very fine merchandise on both sides, right? See what I did there? I claim to be clever, but I am not anything of the sort. But clever enough. But of course we are back again. I've smoked truckloads of weed in my day. Truckloads, he says. Everybody be on the lookout. We have a badass over here. His name is Joe W. 1867 from the great state of Tennessee. And Mr. Tennessee over here has smoked truckloads of dope in his day. I'm not going to use the word weed, because although weed is a weed, we call it what it actually is on this channel, which is dope. The city of Wayne, Michigan is the dope capital of the United States. And it is a travesty, really, right, that we have such little else to offer the residents and the people of our community other than some dope shops, right? Some dope factories. Which again, I'm not saying that dope factories don't have a right to exist. I'm not saying that at all, but, and this is a big but if that's all you have, and your roads are still shit, right, of course, and your schools are still shit, which was the whole point of allowing every corner in our city to become a dope shop, right? One of the agreements was, taxes, good roads, good schools. That was the pipe dream, right? The crackhead pipe dream that was sold to us. And, we've certainly gotten, we've gotten a dream, right? We've gotten fed a dream and a lie, but as far as tangible, objective results, well, that's just unfortunately not on the menu in Wayne, Michigan. What's on the menu in Wayne, Michigan is fraud, deceit, delusion, and scandals, right? Cover-ups. And I'm not sure what the word would be, guys, for lack of transparency, lack of accountability. I haven't quite found, the word or the words that best describe that, but it is interesting. Now Mr. Joe is switching it up again on us. He's saying tractor trailer loads. Okay. Well, sir, I'm gonna have to call your bluff on that. I don't believe it for a minute. I think you're exaggerating, sir. I think you're grossly exaggerating your heyday prima donna, achievements, right? I think you're just a tad bit embellishing, sir. But I'll take your word for it. I don't want to end up, buried inside of a Tennessee ravine, right? Buried somewhere, inside a cliff or some shit like that. So I know those boys down there in Tennessee, they don't play around, right? They don't jog. They don't play that jogger bullshit, right? They tend not to partake in the jogger bullshit. So I do apologize. We are back. I'm 69 and started when I was 17. That's a lot of years. Yeah, that's a 69. Nice, classic. I like it. I like it. Just think, someday there's going to be the year 6969, right? And it's going to be the 69th day of year 6969. The 69th day. What a fuck that's going to be, right? Yes, the Wayne Queer Bros are listening in. The Wayne Queer Bros, right? That would be the police, the administration, right? The council, the board of directors, right? The committee, right? The status quo in Wayne. They are watching my videos. Hey guys, how you doing? I can't tell you to suck my 8-incher to the balls. I can't say that no more. I promised I wouldn't. So I'm gonna come up with another way to say that, right? Another way to say it without saying it, right? Talking in code. You got to talk in code, right? You have freedom, but you can't say the words you want to say because, you'll find out real quickly that you don't have freedom. So you got to talk in code, right? You got to talk in some sort of code. So that way, you can say something without saying something, right? But that's not that's somehow not prior restraint or a chilling effect, right? Which is what the city of Wayne has, done repeatedly. Priorly restrained my speech as well as chilled my speech and my conduct, right? In general, my actions. Damn. Smoking is a very bad habit. The rewards 2417. Smoking is a very bad habit. Well, smoking what? Smoking everything? I mean, is smoking penis as bad as smoking dope? Is smoking dope as bad as smoking cigarettes? What about cigars, right? What about, crack, right? Is smoking crack worse for you than smoking cigs? What if you don't inhale like Bubba Bill, right? Bubba Bill didn't inhale. So, well, yeah, I mean, cigarettes, no shit, right? That's like saying STDs are not desirable to obtain, right? It's like, well, no shit, bro. Like, not trying to be a ding-a-ling to you, but yes, smoking cigarettes is a very bad habit. That is correct, sir. Congratulations. You've won the prize of holy shit. Thank you for pointing out the obvious. We do appreciate that on this channel from time to time. We do appreciate your contribution. I lost my father to lung cancer. Yes. Well, sorry to hear that, my friend. 1 second here. But yeah, sorry to hear about your father, sir. Oh, let's see. Hold on a second. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, what's up? What's up, everybody? Make sure you smack that like John Racy, the mayor of Wayne, Michigan, smacks that gavel when he doesn't get what he wants. No sound. City of Wayne, they're fucking me again, huh? Still no sound? No sound still? Yeah. I hear you. Okay, cool. I was about to say, what the fuck? What the fuck's going on? But yeah, so, filed some motions tonight. Got some more to do with the circuit court tomorrow. Got to file a couple new lawsuits. Yeah. Got to get the pond constructed, right? We got to get that coordinated and have the property ready for them, right? So got a lot to do, guys. A lot to do still. To really give the city of Wayne a really nice fuck you, right? Now, obviously, something nice for the community ultimately. A way to pay, tribute to John Zook Jr. and a way to highlight, what they did to John Zook Jr. But most importantly, celebrating John's life and his legacy. But yeah, ultimately, to enhance the wildlife, to add some, benefit, stormwater retention and wildlife enhancement, and all of that, among a lot of other things, right? That's a very, very beneficial public works project. So, privately funded public works project, because you know damn well that nobody on the city council in Wayne, Michigan is capable of anything. So it's not surprising, not at all surprising, unfortunately. It's just, like I said again, it's the world we live in. It's the Wayne, Michigan reality, right? This is what they've fabricated. This is what they've created. This is what they've narrated. Right? The city of Wayne narrates stories, their police and their fire department, and just their city in general. The city administration narrates stories, right, while withholding and delaying and obstructing the release of actual physical evidence, right? Body-worn camera footage, radio dispatch, CAD logs. There's a lot of lot of things that, you know, we're not able to answer. A lot of questions and a lot of concerns, and a lot of things that we haven't, you know, even though we're entitled by law to this information, we're in the fight of our lives just to obtain basic discovery, right? I mean, we ordered August 24th was the day of the discovery demands, right? And the judge granted that discovery request, right? Those demands, he granted it on the record. That motion, he granted the motion, and the city of Wayne has not at all, I mean, truthfully, I mean, partial discovery at you know, months in between, right? We'll get some partial discovery, some tidbit, you know, but that's not, you know, even a reasonably good faith attempt. It's I don't know a town that isn't corrupted. Sounds about right for most of the cities in Michigan. I can tell you, you're in Michigan, could stay at your service, cuts in and out. It doesn't matter what phone service you have, and you get like dead zones. The wards 2417. No, I just, you know, it's a long story, but yeah, basically, more or less. I do apologize about that, guys. I'll try to stop fucking with my phone, try to get where I'm going, but I will be cutting the stream here in a minute. I can tell you're in Michigan. Yeah, I mean, it's Michigan, right? It definitely has its minuses, that's for sure, right? You know, it's got its pluses, but it's also got its minuses. And unfortunately, it's becoming more and more minuses, right? And got to do something about that. So we're doing what we can, obviously, which I know ain't much, but it is honest work, guys. It is honest work. But yeah, we'll let you go, guys. We'll be in touch tomorrow.